Hey guys, this is Mike with Open It and Play, and today we're going to be taking a look at the G.I. Joe Classified retro card version of Covergirl. Courtney Covergirl Krager, I guess it is. Krager. I just think of Krager Industries from Seinfeld. That's just stuck in my mind. But anyways, this is the version of Covergirl that I always wanted. It's the blonde version that first appeared in the cartoon. It kind of contrasted with the later version, which is kind of more like auburn haired or almost reddish haired. She looks kind of too much like Scarlet in that version for me. So I just always thought this version was cool. And if you see that original G.I. Joe miniseries that came out before the series was ever released, the miniseries version, she just had this very like calm, kind of passive look, and I think they did a pretty good job with this figure and capturing it. But very much like the last figure we looked at, the Flint, I believe this is probably an AI generated art image. It just looks too much like AI art to not be. But I may be wrong. I just unfortunately think that Hasbro is cheating the human artist by using the AI art again, which of course got all of its knowledge scammed from people's online art. But anyways, let's open her up. Enough with the politics of AI art, and we'll see if this figure is any good. So I have looked at her before this review, and I wanted to say in the last review of Flint, I forgot to mention his little stand. I don't really like these G.I. Joe stands because they're kind of big, but I'm using some different stands that I got online. But someday I'll show you those. But so here she is just out of the box. She comes with a sledgehammer, a wrench, a pistol, one of the typical old style G.I. Joe laser rifles, and she's got a couple of alternate hands, which are fists, which is great, and she has an alternate head with the passive face I was talking about. Now, I forgot the way that this came in the box, but I put the passive face voice here and the smiley face here, but you can mix and match the hat with the ponytail hair and the kind of straight down hair like she's got here. Okay, we'll look at her accessories first. I must tell you that I'm making a 90s version Invisible Woman, her kind of skimpy costume Invisible Woman, right before she becomes Malice, when she's kind of like going crazy. And that version, I decided I would use the more passive look from this Covergirl figure. She's still not in the center, huh? There she is. Okay, her legs are a little bit funky there, but okay. So if we look, you can see I'm trying to work on this Marvel Legends custom already, because I always am short on time, so I already got to work. There's some green stuff in there just to temporarily hold this head in place for the custom that I'm making, just to kind of picture it. She's not going to have this hair and she's not going to have this hair, but I am going to use this face because I like this face for her. But yeah, so the alternate head, you can get a good look at it. I think this is the alternate head, unless it's the smiley head. But and then we got this ponytail and the little hat, the Pitts Garage. I think it's really well done. I'm impressed. The hair is a pretty good texture. It's soft, but not too soft. So I think it'll keep its shape. But yeah, just a nice face sculpt. Nice detail. Okay, here is the laser rifle that we talked about. So it's got a nice amount of paint on there, the silver paint. I wish I had like 10 of these to equip all the G.I. Joes with them. But that's like really going for the cartoon look. But that's kind of what I would like to try to do. But here's the sledgehammer. It's a nice sledge. I used to have a construction work job. It's kind of miss swinging around a sledgehammer, except for the time I hit my knee. Okay, and her little wrench has a bit of paint on it. And she also has this little pistol, which is just plain black. It's flat, kind of a little too drab, a little too boring, but it's not a bad sculpt, it's just missing paint. So okay, and her little alternate hands are here. We've got these two little fists. Sorry, it's going to be hard to focus. I'll move them back a little bit. Okay, and they've got the horizontal joint here, and we got the vertical joint here. So it is like a mismatch, kind of. Okay, and with Covergirl herself, let's take a closer look at her. See how my camera focuses or doesn't focus. Okay, so this is the smiley face. It's a little bit weird, but I don't think it's too bad. And then the long hair and back, which you can see, it's not super hard, but it's going to be too hard to be able to pull off many poses with. So, and then you can turn her around. This is AFV there. And I think it tells, what does it say? What does it say? Come on, camera. Come on, camera. My phone is just a little too old. It's not willing to focus. Okay. It says Krieger, armor E4. Okay. Her jacket is a little bit softer than her hair, so that's good. It's going to allow for enough posability. She does have butterfly joints in there, but the range is very limited. So it's not the worst I've seen, but it is very limited. I was checking out Crocmaster the other day, and oh my gosh, his butterfly joints are terrible. I need to do some of my unboxed reviews with the guys I opened long ago, but haven't gotten around to it yet. So, okay. And you can see the rest of the figure. Sorry, view the back, the side profile. So yeah, she's got pretty long hair in this version. So, okay. And without further ado, let's take a look at her posability. So she can look up only about this far with this head. Since I've customized the other head to have that green stuff for my project, I won't put that on, but you do have just a slightly better range, but this is still hard enough that it's probably going to return to the position. But and she does have usual G.I. Joe style neck. There you can see her losing her hair. Whoops. Just like me, yeah. Arms will go all the way around. Her butterfly joints, as I said, they work a bit, but they are pretty limited. I've seen worse, but we've seen a lot better. Okay. The jacket sits like that, and her belt sits a little bit high, but I think you can pull that down if you work on it a little bit. So she can bend, sorry, she can look down that far. I'm kind of screwing up the order. Arms go all the way around. She's got her bicep cut, double jointed pinless elbows will go all the way that you need. They're a little bit blocky looking, but it's not the worst thing. Okay, and these have a horizontal hinge and vertical hinge again. Okay, so you have a little bit of variety. Okay, and then for her diaphragm joint, she can look down that far, go back with the waist joint too, about that far. It's pretty decent. That far again. Okay, side to side a little bit. Not a whole lot, but it's decent. It's not too bad. Okay, she's got drop down hips. She can kick up really high if you want. She does have thigh cut here. It's a little bit stiff. And she does have double jointed pinless knees that will get you back that far. And she does have a boot cut here. And she's got usual ankles that hinge and pivot to the sides. Her pivot is a bit weird. It's a bit wonky. It has some little tabs in there. You can feel it kind of clicking, but in this case it does seem to be in a way that will limit her movement, which I'm afraid is going to kind of backfire on some people. So, but it probably depends on what you're going to do with the figure. But okay, so that's a look at this figure, the Covergirl from the classified line. Thank you guys for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video. Probably some more G.I. Joe classified videos coming, but those will probably be my older unboxed figures, so I won't have boxes for those. So, but anyways, see you in the next video. Oh, wait, I'm going crazy. I forgot to do the height check. We'll give her a height check. So she stands at just about here, which makes her 10 inches. That's not right. It makes her just under 6 inches. So she'll be almost 15 centimeters, but just shy of 15 centimeters. So I'm sorry, I'm kind of distracted today. I've got a trial lesson for the afternoon students, so I think that they're arriving soon. So I'm a little bit nervous, even though I've been doing this job for ages. So, but anyways, okay, thank you guys for joining me, and sorry for the blabbing. See you in the next video. Bye for now.